What's up, you guys? 9 up, and today is Monday, so we're doing dreams because that's what we do on my channel on Mondays. Okay, I have a few different topics, so we're gonna start off with having the same dream as someone, because I don't know if I said this before, but I had the same dream as my mom. Real quick, I'll give out our dream. We were having a family dinner with a lot of our family, and long story short, my uncle told the same joke that me and my mom thought was hilarious, and I cannot get over that, because how is that possible for us to hear the same joke? I remember more details that I tried to bring up, and I was like, do you remember this, that, and the other, but she didn't remember all of that because of whatever reason, I don't know, but she didn't remember too much about the dream. But that part stood out to her because she thought it was so funny, and I thought it was so funny. I'm not gonna say the joke here because it's OD, so I'm not even gonna say it. But let's get straight into this first dream story time of this girl talking about how she had the same dream as her, I think, boyfriend. Let's just play the clip.
The craziest thing happened. My boyfriend and I had the exact same dream as each other, a night apart. I've been trying to figure out all day how this happened or what it means. So basically, he was like, hey, I'm going to go to blah blah's house next week, his female friend. And he was like, do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, but also crazy. I had a dream about you guys last night. And I dreamt that it was like kind of like a cheating dream, but nothing actually happened. She was trying to seduce you and just being like, it's chill. Like, friends do this. This is like a friend thing. It's normal. Don't worry about it. And then you fell asleep while she was talking to you. And I was like, I didn't feel worried about it at all. Like, not that you worry about dreams, but I just didn't feel any negative feelings about it. I was neither here nor there. I was not even going to mention it, but then he brought her up. And he was like, I had that exact same dream. He's like, not last night, but the night before. And he was like, but it wasn't like a sexual dream. He was like, she was just trying to seduce me in a real friend kind of way. And he was like, and I wasn't about it, and then kind of just was away from it all. And I was like, what the fuck? The craziest thing is that, like, this dream could have been about anything. It could have been about like a pizza party, whatever. The fact is that we both had the same dream a night apart. And I can't stop thinking about that.
Now, some of you may be thinking that me and her are like the only ones that have this happen to us, but there are other people that have this happen to them. Okay, so just watch this next clip real quick so you know that we are not alone.
Have you ever had a shared or mutual dream? It's a phenomenon where two people can have the same dream and meet each other in it. Patrick McNamara, who's a professor of neurology at Boston University, says there's literally thousands of documented cases of people having shared or mutual dreams where they both corroborate after and realize they had the same dream. So the best documented accounts are between therapist and client, and a professionally trained therapist verifies the claim that the dream happened to both of them at around about the same time. And I'm like, what? This actually happened? Is that actually like a reality where our consciousnesses are joined together? Something like the collective unconscious? Because to me, either these thousands of people are lying or somehow misled, or it's true and our science currently doesn't have a worldview that can accommodate it. Maybe one day it will.
I know I have over like 20 different reoccurring dreams, so I just really wanted to throw in a reoccurring dream story time in here because I feel like I couldn't choose. Literally, that's really the only reason why I could not choose. I wanted to do like this, having the same dream as somebody, a reoccurring dream. Then I want to do dreams about people who are in coma. So I do want to do separate videos on each of these topics and like dedicate a whole video to each topic, but for now, spoiler for what's to come in the video, this is what the video is. But before I play the next clip, because I have a story time from TikTok real quick, shout out to everybody who posts on TikTok, and I'm using your video, so thank you. And yeah, everybody, just show love to everybody whose video I ever used, and if I never put the name in there, my bad, and I will try to do that next time or something. I don't even know, but let me just get to what I'm trying to say real quick. Okay, so first I'm gonna tell my dream story time, whatever. So my dream, sorry guys, it's been a long day, so bear with me, but my dream I have that's like recurring, well, one of them, because I have a bunch, is where, like, I don't know if I'm handicapped. It's hard to like grasp what's going on, but honestly, each time I do have a dream, I do learn a lot in this world. In that world, I feel like I'm probably learning as well, but like for me, what I'm taking back here, I take back a lot. So basically, I'm just like handicapped, something's like wrong with me or something. I don't even know what is wrong with me, but I'm learning how to do things and stuff and like communicate. Literally, that's the dream. It's so sick. And I'm like with people. It's not sick, it's like actually kind of it's sick because it's a normal life. Like, I hate when I'm doing normal things in a dream. It sounds crazy, but sometimes I have dreams where it's like it's not a normal life and I have control. But then, like, I don't know if I've said this, there's dreams where I have no control and I'm living a normal life. Even like I'll live this life that I live now. Like I'll have a dream of me doing something random here, and I just feel like those dreams, which is not fair, I just don't care for them or whatever. But anyways, yeah, so I'm learning about the people in there. Like, I know some lady that's there. Like, I'm cool with, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I'm starting to recognize people, which is kind of creepy. But it's a reoccurring dream that's been, like, reoccurring for the past, like, 3 years. It's so crazy. And I feel like new dreams get added on, and now it's like I'm choosing to keep going to them or something. I don't even know. But let's get into this next story time, because I know that was a lot. Hopefully, you kind of understood what I just said. If not, that's fair. But roll the next clip.
Keep having the same dream. It is, I get in a car with someone, or actually it's a truck to be more specific, and this person is begging me by name to remember, that I need to remember over and over again. Aubrey, remember. And then we pull up to a house, and there's people outside, and they're also by name begging me to remember. And then I start looking at the house, and it starts to morph. And that's when I freak out every single time, because it just, I don't know, something about it spooks me, wakes me up every single time at that moment. I cannot get any further in the dream. I don't know what's going on. But I also, every time I wake up, can't remember any details. Like, I couldn't tell you what color the truck is, what the people looked like, what the house looked like. But I know that there was a house, a truck, and there was people. I'm going insane.
Okay, so this last video is actually really last minute, because I want to use the actual 3 videos I was going to put at the end of this video for a whole another video, because they're just that good, and I just feel like they just deserve to be in a different video. So I'm just gonna play this video of a girl going through like a thread, and she's reading out different story time type things. Not really a full story time, but it's interesting. Just watch it. Okay, playing the next clip. I wouldn't give y'all nothing too crazy.
Y'all, I just saw a Twitter thread that has sent me on an existential spiral. I'm like, I honestly feel like, consider this your content, because I mean, if you are not in a headspace for an existential crisis, just do not proceed. So it all started with this tweet. This person said, I just saw a TikTok where someone talked about what it was like to be in a coma, that you could feel time, have dreams, and literally just feel stuck. I've heard that before, which I always thought that a coma is you're just unconscious, but apparently I've heard that like you can be aware that you're in a coma or like feel time passing. But then these were some of the replies. This person said, I was in a coma. I thought I was just alive living my life. I had no idea I was in a coma whatsoever. So I think it differs from person to person. So she was in a coma and was living her life doing normal everyday things, didn't know she was in a coma the whole time? This guy says he's been in 3 different comas. It's usually just like you're living life. It may differ from person to person, but I've lived 8 months and 4 days in a coma, and I still have very vivid memories of things that never happened. Yo, is it me? Am I crazy? He said the second coma he had, he woke up and he could only speak Serbo-Croatian. He had gone on a world travel in a coma, but meanwhile he was still in bed. But in his coma state, he thought he went and learned Serbo-Croatian and like went and traveled to Europe. He lived an entire life. And then there was this girl who said, my uncle was in a coma. He had vivid memories about the hospital's basement being filled with snakes in a certain spot. He woke up begging them to let him see the basement. They wouldn't. Finally, they let him go with the HR of the hospital, and there were snakes there and in the hospital vents. My mom was in a coma for 6 weeks after a terrible car accident. At one point, she woke up and started speaking fluent Spanish. They had to bring a Spanish-speaking nurse to translate, and then she went back into a coma, and she doesn't remember much of it. Y'all, am I in a coma? Would I know? Like, what? And on a bit of a lighter note, this person said, my mom was sent home comatose from hospice. She'd go days totally unresponsive. One afternoon, while the caregiver was gossiping to the hospice nurse, my mom opened her eyes and told her she was talking too much before going back to unresponsive. If somebody pulled themselves out of a coma just to tell me to shut the fuck up, I would never speak again for as long as I lived.
Okay, so that was it for today's video. 9 out. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to you if you made it to the end of this video. Y'all already know I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. 9 out.